And today I'm with you to announce a new team entry into the FIM MotoGP World Championship in 2024. That's right, next year in just 3 months, Trackhouse Racing will be on the grid. Now, Trackhouse Racing was formed just 3 years ago at the top level of NASCAR in America, and in that short time, they have found victory lane 6 times. Of course, with their drivers Daniel Suarez, Ross Chastain, and Shane Van Gisbergen. They're an aggressive new team that thinks outside the box. Let's now take a look at who Trackhouse Racing is.
Winning, we will take it to the house one way or another. It's called Trackhouse because the house always wins.
We kick off the season in LA Coliseum.
We got a brand new fan base that's younger, more diverse, that is really enjoying what's happening.
First time in history of NASCAR. Chicago, yeah, downtown Chicago, street course race.
Shane Van Gisbergen. He's won the very first street race in NASCAR.
Thank you, guys.
Absolute display of entertainment and energy. At times it will test you to your very core. It will be discouraging.
It's not going to be easy, and you have to be patient, and you have to put in the time.
We can either accept conditions as they exist, or we can take the responsibility to change them.
You will have to work for every single thing you get.
We fail, but we learn a lot, and success comes from failures. I'm hungry. My pit crew, they're hungry. My engineers are hungry. I never give up on the race until the white flag.
They ain't believe in Trackhouse, we're here. Everybody look at us different because we do it from the heart.
There's been hundreds, if not thousands, of people that have helped me get here. Like, how thankful I am.
Thank you so much for believing in us and continuing to support us. We appreciate it. I want y'all to go out there and think about it like this. Every time you hit that track, y'all making history.
We did something else that's never been done before. This vision for Trackhouse and what this was goals like this, and they were lofty. I am beside myself.
Life is not a waste of time, and time is not a waste of life, so let's not waste any time. We go out there and kick ass and have the time of our lives.
And now a whole new adventure begins from 4 wheels to 2. Let's now welcome Justin Marks, the founder and CEO of Trackhouse Racing, to talk about his vision of this new MotoGP team. And nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
In Italy, a big change for you. So what is behind this whole idea to add to your already successful team in America?
Well, it's an amazing moment for our company, for sure. And you know, when Trackhouse was started, it was always going to be more than just a NASCAR team. We wanted to create something really special in motorsports, something that was globally relevant, that had an American vibe to it, but had no borders on ideas, creativity, and geographically. And so to be in this moment right now it's an incredible moment for our company. Really looking forward to getting to work with Dorna and with Aprilia for next year.
There is such a rich history of MotoGP champions and team owners in America. What does it mean to you just to get back into that fold?
I grew up in Northern California, and I got to go see, you know, the motorbike races at Laguna Seca were really like the first big motorsports events that I went to. But, you know, you think of names like Rainey and Schwantz and Eddie Lawson and you know, Nicky Hayden was really one of my early racing heroes. And so it's humbling and a little bit empowering for Trackhouse to be able to just, you know, hopefully be a continuation of the great American story in GP motorcycle racing.
Well, you just mentioned some of the heroes and the legends. Let's take a look back and remind people of America in MotoGP.
Kevin Schwantz is world champion.
Roberts clinches the 2000 World 500cc title.
As Spies comes across the line and wins.
Nicky Hayden has won the American Grand Prix here in Laguna Seca.
Well, it brings a big smile to my face just to relive those moments, especially with Nicky Hayden. And you know, you're a man who's very busy. Obviously, you guys have accomplished so much in 3 short years in NASCAR. So what was the spark that wanted to bring you to MotoGP?
Well, honestly, you know, I'm a student of the game. I love all forms of motorsports. I love experiencing all different types of motorsports events, and you know, traveled out to the Austrian Grand Prix this summer just to see a European MotoGP race. I'd never been to one before, just to see what the engagement was like, what the fan experience was like, and what the action was like, and was completely blown away. It was life-changing for me. And so, being the entrepreneur and the business owner, started asking questions and learning about the series from Dorna and from the different manufacturers and the riders, and understanding the business model. And on the flight home, just couldn't help but start thinking about what an entry in MotoGP would look like. And you know, in communicating with Dorna and with Aprilia, just saying, hey, if this is something that we want to do, and here's the concept for the vision, what we think we can bring to the series, if that opportunity is there, you know, we'd love to be able to pursue it, and it was. And thanks to Dorna and the Espelletas, everybody, and obviously everybody at Aprilia, that opportunity was presented, and we jumped right in.
Well, you mentioned Dorna. They had a lot to do with helping you guys get your entry for next year and make this all happen so quickly. So now I'd like to introduce Carlos Espelleta, Chief Sporting Officer, to give us some idea of the significance of what's happening. And you guys are all smiles, so I know this is pretty significant. But what does it mean having this team on the grid moving forward?
Thanks, Jamie. Thank you to Trackhouse. First and foremost, you know, it's a very special moment for us to introduce a new team into the premier class of MotoGP. It doesn't happen that often. We're in a very sweet moment of MotoGP now, with a lot of changes that were introduced in 23, and now this is the most exciting thing happening for MotoGP for 24 for sure. We have to thank, you know, Justin and all the Trackhouse team for being able to have made this happen so quickly, and Aprilia also. You know, it's a project that we loved from the beginning. For sure that the States is a really interesting market for Dorna and MotoGP, and especially for our manufacturers, which are a huge part of the sport. But besides that, it's much more in the States. I think that Trackhouse, you know, has an incredible personality of their own. They've showcased that in their, you know, in their amazing record in NASCAR in these years. They've had, you know, incredible success both on and off track, and that's something that I think that, you know, we can all learn from in these next years in MotoGP. We were really psyched to see what they can do on track and off track as well, and see how they work. And I think we can both learn a lot from each other. So really excited. Thanks to Justin for sure, and wishing them best of luck for this first year.
Yes, thank you, Carlos. And another big part of this, and you guys already mentioned, Aprilia. That'll be the bikes that you guys have on the grid next year. They know how to find victory lane. They know how to win championships. So I'd like now to introduce Massimo Rivala, CEO of Aprilia Racing. Nice to have you with us. So I have to know, what was it like when you first found out that Trackhouse Racing in America was looking to go MotoGP racing?
It was a big yes. I mean, what the fun, you know, it was sort of something really that we were looking for. When I met Justin, I saw his vision. Our vision matches other, and then I look at the watch and say, wow, it's a bit late, we need to push. But we already have a big motivation. We are pushing hard to recover time. It's December, it's very late, the 15th of January. We need to send everything to Sepang. So we are rushing out, but super motivation. I mean, I love this project, and I love the attitude and the vision that we share. So big motivation.
Yes, it all happened so quickly, but that's the way that Justin operates. You get an idea, let's put it into motion and make it happen. So we've heard from the three of you. I'd like to now bring out one more gentleman from Dorna. He helps grow MotoGP around the globe in America, and I want to hear his take on when he found out that you guys wanted to be part of this. So I'd like to introduce Dan Rosamondo, the Chief Commercial Officer at Dorna. Hello, sir.
How are you?
So yes, when you found out that this team wanted to go racing, they come from America, what was your reaction?
Well, it's a little bit difficult for me to talk without smiling. So I would say we were just really excited. And obviously because of America and the way I speak, people will know where I'm from, but it's also a place where, you know, we have this really, really special sport. We have a sport that embodies fearlessness, courage, perseverance, athleticism. And having, you know, growing up in America, I know that this will just find its home there. And what I'm really excited about is if you combine Trackhouse is, operational excellence with marketing expertise, they're going to help us build this sport in the U.S. And we have an unbelievable sport. We have a tremendously loyal fan base. We don't want to change anything about that. What we want to do is expose it to more people so they can love it as much as we do. And what I think Trackhouse will be able to do is just bring a different approach to the sport, bring much more significant marketing might to the sport. And they'll have fresh ideas, which a lot of the paddock does, and we're really excited just to partner with them on this.
Well, I know you're all excited. We've heard your comments. This is the exciting part. Are you guys ready for this?
Ready.
We have the first MotoGP Trackhouse Racing bike we're going to unveil. It has a very special livery, though, and it's a man that we mentioned earlier, and that's Nicky Hayden. Okay, the time is here. Let's do it.
Let's go.
Unveil this beauty. Wow. What do you think? Justin first.
Well, it brings back some of my first memories of watching Nicky when he was testing on the MotoGP bikes. But it's a beautiful mix of Italian engineering and the stars and stripes, and it's a moving moment. It's amazing to see our logo on one of these amazing machines.
Carlos?
Well, I think we're all, not left mouth open with this design. It's, truly special. As Justin was saying, it brings back some memories from, very, very special rider to us some years ago. And, just actually every time you see one of these bikes live, it makes you, see how special they are, how much power is in such a, small object. And, what the riders do is really amazing. And to see, an already successful brand like Trackhouse on one of our MotoGP bikes is a truly special moment for us.
Massimo, what do you think? Aprilia wrapped in stars and stripes.
It's such a boost, for our brand. It's unbelievable. And it will be a big boost also for our performance. Again, sharing the vision with Justin. So I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to get back to work and start telling people about this. And even though our season ended just 10 days ago, I cannot wait to see this on the grid in a little bit.
You guys will get to work. I know testing is coming up. You see who the riders are, Raul Fernandez, Miguel Oliveira. And guys, we're going to be on track on the grid in 3 months. We will see you at Qatar. Thank you so much for joining us here for this special announcement. Gentlemen, congratulations.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. It looks fast standing still. Looks fast just sitting there.
That's great.